That's wonderful. Of course, I've seen Patty and her family at another church in town, so it's not just Catholics that would attend St. Andrew Catholic School or whose children would attend the school.
Right, that's correct.
Very important connection there. You know, we think about, there was one thing our director, I think, mentioned. Of course, he and his family are very involved with the event as well, but children under 14 can get in. Is there a cost, and what is that, and how are the tickets doled out for viewers who may not have attended in the past?
Tickets are $4 if purchased in advance. And they can be purchased at all HTC locations throughout the county, or at the school, or at the Catholic churches in the county.
So the school will probably be pretty quiet tomorrow leading up to the event. They'd really need to get by there today, or those HTC locations to buy tickets today.
And they'll have tickets. If you purchase tickets at the door, which you can, they're just $5, just $1 more.
Great.
And that gets you into the convention center. And then once in, you'll need to purchase food tickets, which are $1 each. And most of the samples that the restaurants give are $1 to $3 each.
$1 to $3 for most of the samples. Great. Do you all accept credit cards tomorrow?
We do not.
We do not.
All cash. How about personal checks?
No, we do not.
We do not accept.
Cash, so folks need to come with cash.
And there will be an ATM.
There's an ATM, close by, that if you forget to stop at the bank on the way in, you'll be able to go by the ATM. That's fantastic. Well, that's so important to make sure that folks come out with cash. It's a credit card world, and want to make sure folks bring some cash out to get these tickets. You've got some great sponsors this year.
We do.
Of course, I've said 2 H's there and a big M. That is a big M. I am loving it. I'm going to have to hold up that poster. Who are the sponsors this year, y'all?
HTC Communications, the Myrtle Beach Herald.
Oh, we like that group.
Sounds familiar.
Know those folks.
And McDonald's.
McDonald's, I'm loving it. That is a great trademark they've got, and that big M, you got a big H, TC, a big H in Herald, and then a big M, and I'm loving it, McDonald's. And I have seen we got some billboards around town promoting the event. I think some trays, the tray things there at McDonald's, a tremendous way, of course, radio and broadcast exposure, nothing better. Folks wrap around this common goal, and a lot of folks say, why would I want to help a local Catholic school? There's really a need to help out the school. You've highlighted for 52 years. Folks have been helping the school out. I mean, 24 years for Taste of the Town, but 52 years it's been in existence. Why should folks get out and help St. Andrew Catholic School, Kathleen?
Because I believe in the school, because my children are in the school, and I'll throw myself wholeheartedly into whatever benefits my children. But the school itself, the reason my kids are there is because it's just a phenomenal institution. I can't say anything negative about it. It's just been wonderful for our family, and I'll do everything I can to support it.
Some of the future leaders in the area.
Future leaders in the area.
As well as existing leaders right now have come out of even 40, 50 years ago, possibly, out of St. Andrew Catholic School.
Oh, absolutely. And I do believe that we're molding future leaders for the area. And it's just a beautiful process to watch. We know that we've been part of it, helping raise money that's going to keep the school going to produce more future leaders is just a wonderful thing.
Sure. Of course, a lot of great leaders coming out of public education, not to take anything away from them.
Exactly.
Oh, no,
it's just a great opportunity to focus on K through 8 right now. St. Andrew is y'all's children's homes, and soon to graduate and recent graduate there.
And that was the main thing I was saying. We support it, obviously, because that's where our children are.
Absolutely. So many things, and that the website highlights a lot of great frequently asked questions, so folks need to go there, tasteofthetownmb.com. Of course, if they add questions today, they can still call. Is the 448-60-62 number a good one to call if they've got questions today? School will probably be pretty quiet tomorrow as everyone's getting out there to help set up. Is tomorrow a school day off?
Actually,
half day.
It is a half day, and the kids love it. They're loving it.
I bet.
They get out at noon, and then prepare for the rest of the frantic afternoon and evening.
I mean, it's 7 o'clock now. Obviously, Costa Grande, it's amazing. They've got some folks coming through here. But what is today going to be like for y'all? We know we'll talk to John. I don't know how we got John to come in here to be with us tomorrow morning, with tomorrow night being such a crazy thing. But what is, break down the next 36 hours for the two of y'all. And who's kind of leading the show? I mean, you guys really do this in tandem. It's a pretty equal affair.
We do. It's an equal partnership here. You know, we're just there to oversee, make sure things are set up up properly.
Right.
Make sure the restaurants get what they need when they're setting up. Make sure that they're showing up. You know, we have had restaurants that don't show up, so we're scrambling around to, try to fill a spot last minute. So our days are pretty hectic. We're moving a lot, and by tomorrow night we'll be very tired.
Having a nap.
There is no time for a nap.
Larry promotes power naps during the day.
Yes, he
all
does.
The time, yeah.
I know it well. There is no time. We will start our day tomorrow morning at 8 at the convention center.
Right.
And we'll be there, and Patty and I probably about 2 o'clock will just run home, freshen up, put on our blue Taste of Town committee shirts, and arrive back at 3, and then we will be there until literally 11:30 in the evening tomorrow night.
Wow. And many of the volunteers will keep that same schedule.
Right. We'll do
possibly
the same
some of them even as crazy, even earlier.
Right.
Yes.
All day today and tomorrow.
Yes. Well, today started an hour earlier at 7 to interview with you when we would normally be at the convention center at 8.
You'll be heading over there from here. That's fantastic.
We'll head straight from here.
As you think through all the different levels of things that have to happen as you're sitting there during the event, and I know you're not sitting, but able to walk around and watch and think of some of the things. What are some of the things over your 3 years as co-chairs that you've seen as ways to improve it the next year and even the next year? What are some of the things that really stick out of new things that have happened over your 3 years of co-chairing the event?
Well, I think last year we had a record number of people.
Right.
Over 7,000. So we did notice some areas that were congested, needed better traffic flow.
Right.
So John Robitaille, restaurant chair, has worked really hard in opening up areas so traffic can flow better.
Right.
People won't feel congested. They'll be able to move the stroller around if they have the little one.
Right.
We've added more tables to give people more places to sit this year.
Great.
We will have the Autumn Ale House again by Budweiser, Better Brands.
Say that again, Patty.
The Autumn Ale House, which is sponsored by Better Brands.
Great. Okay.
And we will have that again, and that will be a 21 and older area that people can go into. But it is separate from the food area. But we have really tried throughout the years to provide, something for all ages, the adults and the children.
Absolutely, and seniors are welcome.
Of course, seniors are always welcome.
Most definitely, and they tend to come earlier in the evening.
Good.
Between 4 and 6, you'll have more of the seniors. It's more lit outside, so they can drive in the light and lead as well.
And just so people know, we'll have golf carts if you have to park really far away, because the convention center has a huge parking lot. So we'll shuttle them in so they won't have to walk so far.
Absolutely.
So that, helps with the elderly if they, are not able to walk as well.
There's no longer the Myrtle Square Mall parking lot to take advantage of?
No, there is not.
Is it really just the convention center parking?
That is correct.
Yes.
Boy, that's a tight squeeze possibly.
Right.
Yeah.
So
but we will have 4 golf carts to shuttle people so that you don't have to walk. Or,
Good.
If it's raining, you won't have to walk.
Taste of the Town happens rain or shine, though.
That's
Obviously,
right.
everything is indoors, so rain or shine.
Exactly right.
You all will be there, and you'll probably have more than 7,000 rain or shine. I mean, it's
We're hoping. We'd like to break our last year's record tomorrow night.
Absolutely. I'm sure it'll be a tremendous turnout. Of course, we're thrilled to have the chance. I know HTC Communications and McDonald's being out there, but the opportunity for the Herald to get out and give folks a chance to meet some of our great columnists and hand out some papers, some good reading material for the handful of folks that want to sit down and after they've collected some of the great foods. I think our director mentioned also y'all have, is it to-go boxes this year?
We do. This will be our first year selling to-go boxes, and they will be selling for 1 ticket, which would be $1 per ticket. And you can get as many to-go boxes as you'd like, because I'm sure 1 will not be enough.
Okay.
So you can eat to your heart's content while you're there for the evening, and then you can take some home for breakfast, lunch, or supper the next day. Or for a family member that may not have been able to make it, you can get some to-go boxes and fill them up and then take them home for that member.
Great. Good. I should have asked this as we open. We've just got a couple of minutes, y'all. But for folks who haven't attended before, we're talking about Taste of the Town. So they're going to buy tickets, and then how's it going to work again? I know John will talk more about the restaurants tomorrow morning at 7, but we just got a couple of minutes. How does it work exactly? What are they doing with the 54 restaurants?
They can walk around. They'll purchase their food tickets. We have tables all throughout the convention center where you can buy your food tickets. They're $1 each.
Okay.
And each of the restaurants will have a sample of what they're preparing. Some will be $1, some will be $3. So 1 to 3 tickets.
Right.
And for 1 sample. and they can, go and try the foods that they want to try.
And the samples range from all different types of meats or pastries
sure. We have
or breads.
Desserts, we have, seafood, we have pasta, we have, all sorts of foods.
We have candy.
We
have
candy.
tonight.
Yes,
Tonight.
I'm ready to sign up for that. Yeah, my daughter will be happy with that. So all different types of foods, virtually any delight.
Right.
And for folks who are diabetic or folks who have certain things they can't eat, clearly with 54 different restaurants, they'll find something they can eat.
Right.
I feel certain.
Right.
Sure. And I would like to say, lastly, that we would like to thank Fiji. It's sponsoring all our water this year. They've donated all the water that will be sold at the Taste of the Town. So we're excited to have them as our water sponsor this year.
I saw that Monster was in for energy drinks,
Yes, it
and of
is.
course
It's
Better Brands,
Better
your
Brands.
official beverage sponsor. What more than Fiji water? You mean the Fiji water, those fancy bottles?
Right.
The fancy
They're not going to be
bottles.
out there.
They contacted us because they saw Taste of the Town on our website. In fact, it was a nice young lady from Florida that telephoned us saying, we would like to be your water sponsor. We just love the idea, and we've worked it out, and they are most definitely going to have their cute-looking
fancy
Fiji
bottles
fancy
there.
bottles.
I love it.
They've sponsored the entire event's worth of water.
And what will those bottles cost? Do you know yet? Have you all set the ticket, or I need to ask John tomorrow? That'll be $1 for them.
I believe
Just
it's one
$1.
ticket, which is
Fancy.
$1.
That's worth coming out tomorrow night just to get those bottles. You get them at convenience stores for $3 or $4.
Right.
Yes.
Big savings coming out to support St. Andrew Catholic School and obviously all of y'all's efforts and all the others. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Oh,
Thank you for having us, and thank you for being one of our major sponsors.
Thank you,
Kathleen. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Kathleen Burroughs and Patty Gresko, co-chairs of tomorrow's Taste of the Town, coming up next. You think tomorrow is going to be a big event? It's a prelude to the silver anniversary next year about the same time. Get out tomorrow just to experience it. And if you don't want to walk far in that long parking lot, you heard Patty say it, 4 golf carts, you can be a part of it. The 24th annual Taste of the Town, 4 to 10 tomorrow. Come back tomorrow morning. John Robitaille will highlight a lot of the special activities, but a big dessert station right behind the HTC and Herald booths. Come on in. 4 o'clock, $5 to get in at the door, $4 if you buy tickets today. Of course, you can go online. Most importantly, go online. tasteofthetownmb.com. tasteofthetownmb.com. You think these two ladies are doing a lot? You may think John's doing a lot tomorrow. It couldn't be done without hundreds of volunteers who make tomorrow night's event happen. Be a part of that. Buy a ticket, get out there, and make it a special night for St. Andrew Catholic School.